got me stranded like a branch in the wind. Tell me what you long for. Oh, I won't watch you.
It's June of 2019. We've been out here sailing for days now, and we're about to enter our second night at sea. We're trying to make our way to the safety of Luperon in the Dominican Republic. One thing that WildChild does very well is sail towards the wind. And we sit in the cockpit all day, getting bounced up and down, making our way ever eastward. Sailboats are pretty incredible. I can sail towards the wind for free, using the wind as the fuel for my engine. Spinnakers are soaked. Happy pack is soaked. Spinnakers are soaked. Cockpit is soaked. Crew is soaked. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These are 6 and 8 foot waves. 2 to 3 meters now. So as Captain Lexi takes the beating, faithful crew member Elena is having a nap, having a lovely time in the car. Oh yeah, there we go. Having a lovely time. This is the way Elena suffers through the beating. She just lays down and chills out. Be comfortable. Be comfortable and be safe. And we just gotta wait for it to pass. Oh yeah. Those spinnakers are soaked now. Oh yeah. Those went completely under. The sun is setting. I don't know if you guys can see out there, but we are taking a beating. See how all water, all sky. Hold on. So the wind has died, but the wave energy is still 2 to 3 meters. So we're just taking the poundy and big waves, but we don't have enough wind to push against it. So we're kind of floundering. I've got the wind angle set, 50, 60 degrees. We're 11/3, but we're floundering. The waves are just pummeling us. Oh yeah. I know it never shows. As the sun sets, the girls on WildChild are looking at a pretty shitty night, I think. Like, this is our second night. We're not gonna sleep. We're just gonna take the beating like this constantly all night long in squirrely winds, constantly adjusting the sails, moving pokey slow, like 3 or 4 knots of boat speed. We're hoping that after that, the nasty 22 knots of wind has passed. We're hoping that's what stirred up the ocean, like that's what made the bigger waves. As the wind is lower, the waves have less energy to drive them. They should settle down. So what we're hoping now is that the waves settle and the wind stabilizes as the sun sets, and we can just sort of set WildChild up for an easy night sail. But it's poundy, smashy, so there's very little chance. Oh yeah. There's very little chance we're gonna have an easy night. But it's Mother Nature, you never know. She's a moody girl. (12/3.5), wind angle 55. Nobody can say that the girls on WildChild aren't two tough chicks, right? We are tough. Rawr! We're very tough. Rawr!
The interesting reality is, though, less than 5% of all the sailboats out here would ever dare to sail against the wind. They just don't do it.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but WildChild is 12/6, 60-degree wind angle. We have 70% main out. Oh yeah. Or full main and 70% Jenny. So I don't know if you guys can see me, but it's poundy. So Alina's having her nap. Captain Lexi's on watch. It is a rough night. Like, the waves are steep and close together. They're, I don't know, maybe around 2 meters. We're washing the nose of the boat. The spinnakers have floated off the deck, so thank God they're lashed to the rails. They're thoroughly soaked. We've had a wave wash into the cockpit. It's brutal. This is going to be a long and terrible night, and we're in the middle of the shipping lane too, it seems. So oh yeah, oh.
I'm constantly being thrown around by gravity, so I'm constantly flexing all my muscles to try to stay upright and hold the camera.
We have to watch it. Like, not only do we have to contend with the ocean and the waves and the conditions and the not vomiting, but we also have to watch for other ships out here. And you thought sailing was fun. Oh, this is awful. I'm laying down because it takes so much energy to keep your body vertical in the smashing and the pounding. It actually like hurts your stomach muscles after a while, get really sore. Oh yeah. If you lay your head down, you can kind of relax your body a bit. And it doesn't take as much energy to hold still, I guess, if you just make yourself neutral to gravity. Elena's gonna have a nap now. It's gonna be a terrible night. Terrible, terrible, terrible night off the coast of Haiti on the way to Dominican Republic. It sucks. So if you guys just want to come do it for us, and then we'll just meet you at the hotel, that would be lovely. Yeah, we both agree. Well, it's like midnight. We're gonna tack because we're kind of aiming back out towards Turks and Caicos. We've had to curve around to the north as the winds sort of come around from the east, and we're going out towards Turks and Caicos now. We're mostly clear of the Haiti coast, and we can go to the Dominican, or we can go to, yeah, Dominican Republic. So we're 13/6. So we're putting main traveler up because we're going to be going a little closer to the wind on this one, hoping that the wind, yeah, you're good there, lock it up, that's fine. Hoping that the wind comes around more northy. So we just made another tack. We're 13/4, wind angle 47 degrees. The ocean's calmer than it was a few hours ago, so that's good. It's 12:30 in the morning, and the sun is rising on the morning of the third day. We are tired, like we are two tired girls. Last night was pretty smashy till about maybe 2 a.m. It calmed down, like, you know, down to 1 meter waves, 1.5 meter waves. But it was smashy for a while, like probably 5 p.m. till 1 a.m. was like 2-3 meter waves, poundy as shit. And then at, you know, 1 or 2 a.m. it calmed down. But we're tired. Like, whoever tells you, like, oh, the first night's the hardest, they're lying to you. Like, the first night is not the hardest. The second night just gets harder. We're exhausted. Unfortunately, our 180-mile passage is directly upwind, and we're tacking. With the size of the waves and the squirreliness of the wind, we're not holding tight to the wind. So we're doing very broad tacks, making very slow progress upwind. We still have, I don't know, like, let's see if we can find it, I'll tell you. We have 57 miles to go, and it's, I don't know, 6:18 in the morning. Normally, you know, at 5 knots in a straight line, we could be there in 10 or 11 hours from now, which would put us there tonight around dinner time. But that's where the winds are coming from, and we're not going in a straight line. And it's not really 60 miles, it's like 100 miles once you factor in the tacking. So that'll put us into the shallows. I'm gonna go back out to the shipping channel, I think. And then make my tack in an hour or two. But we'll see what the wind does. Right now we're 13 over 5.6, wind angle 44 degrees. Are you mad at me? Well guys, it is Monday, our third day at sea, and I saw on the AIS that a tugboat named Captain Latham has been approaching us for the last several hours. Now I don't know if I can show you this because it's still pretty far away, but Captain Latham looks a lot like a couple of cranes floating out in the middle of the ocean. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on this. That's not something that you see every day. Elena, you look exhausted. Why are you so exhausted?
I went just to the washroom.
And
It took me about 10 minutes.
is it
And I'm exhausted from holding my panties up and down.
lots of fun getting thrown around in the washroom in these waves, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we tend to dehydrate when we're sailing because it's such a pain in the butt to go to the washroom. Like, it's so much effort and so much work for us to get down to the washroom. That we don't... So just because we can take a beating doesn't mean we want to take a beating, and we are taking a beating again. Because when you sail upwind, it's really called sailing poundy, poundy, smashy, smashy. She's eating my Skittles. Look, we caught her in the act. That's a guilty look on her face. And she looks away from the... Yeah, I'm going to do an entire YouTube video, just a clips of Alina looking away from the camera as soon as she realizes it's on. I don't mean to make this YouTube video and channel all about me, but my crew won't allow herself to be filmed very often. Oh goodness! So, oh, now that the camera, her tongue is orange though. So, only 29 miles from Luperon, and we are almost aimed at Luperon. So what are you gonna do? Bear off to land, tack, heave to, reduce sail area, catch on video my crewmate eating more of the Skittles. It's okay, we're girls, we like candy. We're made out of sugar and spice and everything nice, and we're made out of sugar mostly. So we eat a lot of sugar to keep ourselves sweet, because we're very sweet girls. We may be tough girls, but we're also very sweet girls. Right? Are you a sweet girl?
Yeah.